Ladies and gentlemen, brand new rolling heritage video. And yes, we are continuing on the 940 today. So, yeah, we've been to the working yard. So guys, another 940 day. And we are actually on the Junkyard here in the Netherlands. Very big place. And right behind me is a 940, which the guy just took off the shelves. Rear bumper all torn up, not worded anymore. Front bumper, look at this. You guys know that my front bumper is all filler and stuff. The front bumper strip, one piece. The bumper, not super nice because there are some dings and stuff, but I will just get some plastic filler and try to fill this up as good as I can. Paint it in the body color, and then this should be good to go. So this is the 940 over here. Completely torn up, as you can see. But the fun thing is that over here we have a 940 station. And just for a fun fact, look at what is over here. A 480 non-turbo, I think. So the very small tiny Renault engine. I didn't know this was carbureted, but that's funny to see. This thing is completely toast. Look at the freaking rust. Fuel tank all crumbled up, bumper frame gone, just like they all have. And this is the rear bumper, and there's the other part of the bumper bracket, which you can see is completely gone. But the glass is still there. Nice taillights, well, the left one. Pretty cool to see this. And over here we have the 940 station. Nice. So on the Junkyard we found a new bumper strip for the front. We found a huge amount of parts for the interior, all the things we were missing on this car, and we can just fine-tune this car now. And the best thing that we have found on the Junkyard are some new wheels. So right over there we have pretty nice Volvo. I think these are Adhara wheels. No curb damage. They look very decent, as you can see. It's all pretty nice. With the hubcaps and tires from 2021 on the rear. And over here, also no carb rash at all. There is a little bit of damage over there, but I mean, for used wheels that are 35 years old, I can't complain. And these ones are from week 28, 2019. But look at that depth. These tires are perfectly fine. Vredestein is a very nice brand, Dutch brand. And yeah, this car is getting somewhere. So the things we need to do today are actually over there. You can see the new front bumper. And I am still like doubting what I'm gonna do, because this bumper has a huge hole in the front and I'm missing the corner of the strip. So we do have a brand new front strip, actually in the body color of the car, but we're still going to paint it to just match the bumper itself. But I'm like doubting if I'm going to fix this one or that I'm going to throw in that one. But that one is also pretty beaten up, and that is just a complete stock bumper. So no painted lower side, no painted top. And on this one, as you can see, they have like painted it, but like in a weird way. One front bumper and one very weird looking Volvo 940. So I took the front bumper off, and the only thing you need to do to take this thing off is flip those two little hatches, and then you have one nut here, one nut there, and two over there. And on the side it's actually just sliding in there. So it's one sliding point over there and one sliding point over there. And those actually lock in to that one and that one you see over there. A little fun fact of getting your rear bumper off a Volvo 944. You will have 2 points on the side, 2 points in the back, which are actually your bumper brackets. On the other side, same stuff. But on the inside, you need to take out the full interior. And with full interior, I mean full interior. So everything is out of here. And then you can undo 2 bolts over there. You can undo 2 bolts over there, which also hold your antenna in place. Then you have one single nut over there, one single nut over there, and on the bottom you have 2 bolts, one over there, and on the other side also the same 2 of these. But the fun thing is, you actually need to lower your complete tow hitch to get the bumper bottom over the top of the hinge part. So yeah, remove the tow hook, then get or like undo it. You can see it, I've already undone all these bolts. And yeah, then you can just pull the bumper off. I have color matched paint, so I will be painting this. I do have Radocans, but the Radocan finish of today is pretty okay, if you ask me, because I have Radocan finish in the color of the car, and I have also got 2K clear coat in the can, so with like a pin, like a grenade on the bottom of the can, which will make it 2K, and that will, yeah, that's of course very hard and solid clear coat, which I've already gotten on this rear spoiler. So this is also 2K clear coat, which has been on there since 2021. So that's pretty decent. It's also polishable. That's also very nice. But for now, we're gonna drive the car outside because this car is gonna stay here for a while, and I'm gonna drive my 244. And I will really hate that. No, I won't. But yeah. This car will stay here for this week, and we are gonna fix that bumper, we're gonna fix that bumper, and yes, I have put back the turbo grill because I gotta say, I love it more than this one. I love the turbo grill more than this one, and that's mainly because this one is like fully oxidized. The logo is not very nice anymore. The only thing I could do is put this little black line in this grill, because this one is missing the black line. But of course, turbo grill, yeah, it's just more sporty, it's more, yeah, aggressive, I think, and I like it more. So yeah, we are gonna sell this car. I'm sorry, guys. I need a one. So guys, brand new day. We are gonna try to fix the front bumper, of course, of the 940. And the way I'm doing that is actually by melting a different bumper piece in this original one. It sounds weird, it is weird, it smells horrible, and be very careful with your health because it's very toxic. But to get this thing in a better shape, I need to do this because we need a solid base to like fill with some kind of filler. So if you take a look at this, it's now all dried up. I've put another coat on top of it. And I think if you put on the flash, over there you can see the hole. This lip is bent over. That was from previous damage. There is a little tiny like dip in the bumper where it hit something somewhere in its life, but the hole is all filled up. So this is all getting solid right now. It's still a bit warm. This is all filled up. I have melted some different plastic off the bumper of that one. Just cut off a piece on the side over here and melted it. And then on a putty knife, I melted it on the knife, and then I also heated up the bumper, and then I just scraped it over it like some kind of filler. And I think if we just sand this kind of in the way the bumper runs down, so flat and flat with like a rounded edge over there, we can get this shape fully back. And then I have some special filler right over here. We have some plastic putty. This is black. It should be perfectly fine for bumpers and stuff. So this is what what I'm gonna use for this. I never used it before, but it should work. And I, of course, like to use the least amount of filler I need. done pretty much all the prep work. Everything is in plastic, everything is already masked, and I hate masking on bumpers, but everything is done, so I think we are ready for the first coat of black primer. Sorry for the noises, there are some trucks outside. But yeah, I think we're ready for some primer, and if the primer goes okay, then afterwards this is first a tech primer, which makes the plastic absorb the new primer. Then if that's done, we can do the primer, and after the primer we can do the color. After the color we can do the clear coat. Clear coat will be last though, so we need to get everything spot on and perfect before we throw on clear coat. So for now, I'm just going to set up the camera. Sadly, I stepped on my respirator, so yeah, that was working and now it's broken. So I will need to figure out something else. I have the shop door open for some ventilation in here, and we're just gonna spray away. So let's go. Next day, and I just got in here. The primer has been drying the whole night, and some pieces are actually pretty nice. So these tiny strips are all looking very promising. The bumper though, as you can see, these spots, these are a little bit like rough compared to the other pieces of the bumper. I have it also on the front bumper and also on these, and here is that spot I welded in there with my soldering iron. You can also see that a bit, but it's of course much more solid, and it looks way more okay than just a huge hole in there. So what we're gonna do right now, I'm gonna get some waterproof sandpaper, and I'm gonna make that wet with some hot water. So let's get these all prepped up, and then we can apply some more primer and then paint. So guys, I'm back from Egypt, and yes, we are back in the shop too. I have here some bumpers which we sprayed, of course, before I went on this holiday to Egypt, and I gotta say, everything looks great. So today we're gonna fix the last things, and then we can put all this bumper crap back on the Volvo 940. Over here we have the home painted bumper strips. Look at the shine. It's all color matched with the car. Yes, there is some orange peel, but you cannot expect anything better than like this when you're doing it at home with a rattle can. So this all looks perfectly fine. It's all dry. Of course, after a week it should be dry. And right over here I had some problems again with the bumper corner. So I will be very gentle, very careful with it right now. I've sanded it again. It's all smooth and it's all ready to go into the black paint. So I'm masking up the rear bumper right now. I will use some plastic stuff to cover up all the painted pieces, and then we can paint the black pieces black again. The reason for not painting these pieces in the body color is it just looks weird in my opinion. So over here I have, I don't know if it works. This is plastic spray, we call it kunststof. This is plastic paint, black from Colormatic. I love Colormatic. It's way better in my opinion than all the Motip stuff they sell over here. But sometimes Motip works, sometimes it doesn't. I just like Colormatic better. The fun thing is, it's the same brand. For now I'm gonna mask everything up, then we can throw some black paint on these. The car is outside right in front of the door, and then when everything is dried up we need to mount all this onto there and onto there without damaging the paint and anything else. And then mount the license plate, mount everything from the aluminum bumpers, then mount everything back onto the car without damaging any of the bumpers, and it should all work out. So let's go. So guys, as you saw, the front bumper is on there. It looks pretty amazing, if you ask me, for a very easy redblock paint job. But yeah, the dent is away. Well, actually the hole is away in the front bumper. We have a proper fitting front bumper strip, which was of course broken on the old bumper. So yeah, let's take a look. This is how the car looks right now. This is the corner that I was missing a chunk of. Here was that huge hole, and as you can see, it still shows a bit, but this plastic bumper stuff, this black stuff, is just terrible to work with, if you ask me. The lower piece, body color, I'm gonna polish these caps up a little bit, but you can actually see it's pretty damn close to the color. So even in this LED lighting, this is of course dirty and hasn't been polished in years, but it looks amazing. I'm very pleased with how this looks at the moment. There was a problem with the rear of the car, so I didn't even film putting the rear bumper on there, because I've had some problems with this car when I've owned this car before. And that problem is that the bumper bracket, which holds onto the aluminum bumper behind this cover, is actually torn apart. So you guys might think, well, that's not safe. Well, I fixed it back then when I sold the car. I've made a aluminum strip which hooks. It's shaped like this. So it hooks onto the bumper, and you actually bolt your bolt to that clamp, and the clamp is just completely secured around the full inside of the aluminum bumper. But the bad thing about that is that the bumper actually was sitting a bit lower than I wanted it to be. And on camera, it still looks terrible. And yeah, you can see the gap over here. This is the normal gap, because there is only one point where you can attach that point over there. It's just sliding front or back. The back point is just 2 holes, 2 long bolts, and the bumper bracket. Just a complete shock absorber which holds the bumper. So what I did is I grinded out the holes to be slotted a bit more, so I can actually tilt the back of the bumper upwards a bit. And as you can see, it looks pretty damn amazing right now. So I am more than happy with just this amount of gap, because now on both sides it's the same. It looks alright, and this car will be way more presentable than it was before. So guys, brand new day. The 940 is looking great. Front bumper, rear bumper, all done. The car just looks brand new. So another thing we need to do is, actually 4 things we need to do, are the window wipers. So 2 wipers from the front windscreen and 2 front headlight wiper arms. And why we need to paint them? Well, let's see. Over here we have those wipers. Of course the blades are no part of this whole deal, but as you can see, these arms are rusty and they are, yeah. Over here we have just complete bare spots. So I think just a simple retrocam job with matte black paint or maybe satin paint will make these things look brand new. Guys, look at this. Everything is done, everything is painted. It's nice and black. So I think I'm very happy with how this turned out. Just some simple headlight wipers. And of course, the main wipers of the car. You've seen these, how dirty they were and how bad they were. And look at it now. All the rust has been sandblasted off. Nice and black. So guys, that's it. She's done. On to the next one. This weekend she might be traded in for something else. We'll see about that. Very soon an update on what goes on about, yeah, trading in this car, selling this car. I don't know yet, but we'll see. So this was it. Thank you for watching. She's looking so pretty.